What is going on, YouTube? It is Hisuian Gengar again, coming at you with a surprisingly quick third badge quest video. This time, we find Shiny Spiritomb after only 430 soft resets. Ridiculously quick, and yes, you heard right, Spiritomb badge quest number 3. A lot of people thought that it wasn't possible to get Spiritomb that early in this game because a lot of people knew that getting Spiritomb in this game and in BDSP and Diamond Pearl Platinum are different. That is true. You have to talk to 32 of the 35 NPCs in the Grand Underground across the whole entire region. That is also true. But let me explain to you how it's possible to do this so early. So, when you're in the Grand Underground, not in a room that Pokemon spawn in, but just like in the hallways of the Underground, there are 35 total areas and throughout the entire region. Some are in the north part, the south part, the west part, the east part, or the central part, or Z, which is Celestic Town. Across them, there are 35 NPCs. You have to talk to 32 of them. The thing is, you can't get certain NPCs until later on in the game once you have access to certain areas. I mean, the last area you can access is the battle zone where the volcano and everything is, and that has more than 3 NPCs. So usually you think you'd have to wait until then, right? No. Turns out, in each area in the Underground, every NPC has a common spawn at 75%. But at the same time, there's a 25% chance that it's a random NPC from a different area, making it henceforth possible to get Spiritomb as early as 2 gym badges as soon as you get the odd keystone from that guy. It's a grind, but it can be done. So here's my Shiny Spiritomb. Enjoy. Look at that face. She is totally a prankster. And watch it giggling right here. So this came after 430 soft resets. Absurdly quick. I have 2 other hunts that were going on in this badge quest to see if maybe it would end on that. I didn't expect to do Spiritomb so early and so quickly. It shined. 430 soft resets. I started this hunt in Diamond Pearl Platinum and I'm at like 2700, but 430 in this game for the badge quest at number 3. So the plan to weaken it was to use, I've done so many test captures, I'd always use 2 plucks and it would take it into yellow. Thing is, right there, it did a crit on one of the plucks. It never did a crit on any of the plucks before it, but of course on the actual shiny, it did. I did not want to risk another pluck, so I had to change up the strategy a little bit. So I sent out Shiny Roserade. Look at those stickers. So the point of this was to stun spore it, so I could get it to paralyze. Its only moves were Hex, Payback, Spite, and Nasty Plot, so nothing it could kill itself with, which is great. So once it's paralyzed, then I can use Poison Sting. Poison Sting can poison a Pokemon, but not if it's already paralyzed. That's what's the beauty of it. So I was able to just use 1 Poison Sting to get into yellow, and now I chuck Great Balls because it looks really nice in a Great Ball, I think, which you will see. And on all the test captures but 2, it caught in the first ball. But of course, for the 3rd time, it broke out. It broke out on this attempt. But then I throw a second Great Ball at it, and it's a catch. So there we go. I can't believe I caught a shiny freaking Spiritomb. so early in this game as a badge quest member. And that brings us to number 108, Spiritomb, the forbidden Pokemon. It was bound to a fissure in an odd keystone as punishment for misdeeds 500 years ago. I wonder if its misdeeds had to do during the Legends of Arceus time. Just kidding, I know it doesn't. So, just like my Roserade, which is crazy, this is also a calm-natured Pokemon, which is minus attack plus special defense. It's not so great now because I have, like, Payback and Sucker Punch on it, but eventually it can learn leveling up Dark Pulse, Shadow Ball, Hypnosis, Dream Eater, all special attacks. So, basically, it'll be a special attacker. The physical stat is redundant at that, or irrelevant at that point, and it just has a boost of special defense. And of course, it is the slowest freaking thing of all time. It's so funny. It's like struggling to get to you. I wish I did I would kind of wish I did find this Spiritomb at nighttime, which I have. It would have looked so much sicker, because but I just happen to find it during the day. However, I'm a 365 soft resets on a Darkrai hunt in my Brilliant Diamond. I don't think I'm really going to do too much of that until I get Arceus first, which is at like 1500. But look at it go out of the Great Ball. Let me get back to that. If you watch it again, it's like blue, but then has the purple sparkles. So then we head away to Veilstone City. And then we have, because with this Spiritomb, we have the right and privilege to take on the third badge, Maylene, the fighting type gym leader. So going back to what I was saying, when I'm doing my Darkrai hunts, I always make sure it's at nighttime. The island Darkrai is on is sick at nighttime. If you haven't seen it, you gotta go see it. Don't do it during the day. So like even if I'm hunting it during the day, I make sure the switch settings are at nighttime. Anyway, enough about Darkrai and the far out future. Let's get to this battle. So this one's an interesting one, let me tell you. Meditite, great, Spiritomb out of the Great Ball. And let's begin this fight. So she immediately pretty much withdrew her Meditite. And I started by using a Nasty Plot. I think it used a Flash also, or something like that. Because I know that Meditite does know Flash. And I know it used it at some point, but for now, this wasn't too difficult. Spiritomb could honestly solo her whole team, but I put myself in a position for her to come back. Because I kind of did a little taunt on her, but we'll get there. So, I defeated that Machoke easily. So now, Meditite comes out. Meditite, of course, gets a light screen off for 5 turns, so that's annoying. It's not enough to save it from Spiritomb's Hex, but that light screen will definitely mean something later on. So then, Meditite was defeated. The Machoke was defeated. Those were easy. But of course, for anyone who knows Maylene, we all know why she can be a tough gym leader. Because for this final Pokemon right here, Nasty Lucario. I kind of want a shiny Lucario for this badge quest, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that hunt. But anyway, so I pretty much started off with a Hex. She bulks up, so gets that Lucario's attack and defense higher. That's irrelevant to Spiritomb's Hex, because that's special defense. So then I get it in the yellow. Then I probably should have done a Hex, but I decided to taunt and do a payback. But she used one of her Hyper Potions, so it wouldn't have made too big of a difference unless it crit, but it missed. The Flash Meditite used earlier made me miss. So now with a Bulk Up plus a Screech, so it's not looking too good right there in terms of stat reduction. But then I get my Hex off. I should use another Hex, and I would win the duel, but of course, I choose Payback like an idiot, thinking I can win off that. And just in one hit, Lucario gets me into the red, and my Payback doesn't even kill the Lucario. I'm kind of in a bind here. Shinigami so much slower. I didn't think there was any chance that Shinigami would be able to get a knockout hit, so I decided, you know what? My Prinplup is level 35, one level away from becoming an Empoleon. So, and I thought, what more gorgeous way for it to happen than Prinplup taking on the final Lucario here. However, she used her second Hyper Potion, making things difficult, And then I thought, alright, let's do this. So, I noticed that Brine wouldn't be, because the target's HP is half or less, so just decided to do a regular Bubble Beam. However, she does one quick Drain Punch and already knocks me into the yellow. And that light screen is unfortunately still up. And now I'm realizing this was a big mistake. Unfortunately, that Lucario took down my starter like that, and I was kind of upset. I put myself in this position though, and then now the light screen decides to go away. I don't know why I was thinking of sending Shinigami back out. That would have been just suicide. But I had no choice but to set out Rose Raid. Now, my Rose Raid is quite the elegant one. So, first I paralyzed the Lucario, and then I begin Giga Drains. It's not very effective, but it almost does half damage on it. Still. Because that's how OP Rose Raid is. So then he gets a Screech on me. That wasn't good. So then I use another Giga Drain, and will this do it? Nope, it didn't. It lived, of course. But then Lucario uses a Metal Claw, and I get knocked out to 3 HP. So then I decided to take a very selfish, bold move. I really wanted Pally to gain the experience points and have it evolve into Empoleon from this battle. So I basically was thinking I almost sacrificed Ivy. But in the end, I did it. I revived the Pally. But then Lucario's Metal Claw dodged last second in a miraculous fashion. And then, whether that's BS or not is one thing, but then I get a Giga Drain in. And finally, even though I put myself in this position, the Goliath Lucario finally goes down. If obviously I would have used the Hex earlier on to defeat it, but I put myself in this position, and I think I made this battle quite interesting, to be honest. However, the experience points I gained from Pally is still not enough to evolve it into Empoleon. So I'm like, oh man, I really thought that was gonna happen. But whatever. I got my 3rd badge, and I had to help Dawn get her Pokedex back because she's a bit of a klutz. But after defeating the Galactic agents there, that was when Prinplup, my starter, my first shiny in this quest, decided if we're going to go to the next stage, and we're going to try to really conquer this, I need to be stronger myself. So then, Prinplup decided to go into the strongest form, Shiny Empoleon. Now he is the emperor of my army. Or my squadron, I should say. So that brings us to number 9, Empoleon, the Emperor Pokemon. It swims as fast as a jet boat. The edges of its wings are sharp and can slice apart drifting ice. Shiny Dex for the final starter. And Empoleon is quite quick. He can be quite quick, like not in battle, I'm saying, like out of battle. Like he can keep up with you on bikes and stuff. It's really cool because a lot of Pokemon will get left behind easy, but it's good to see them. Some stay with them, like Spiritomb, the opposite. So then, of course, let's do some quick encounters with our Empoleon. We have a standard Geodude, and then out of Pokeball encounter, Shiny Empoleon. And of course, I will show it off in the Pokeball. Since you get the starter in the Pokeball, the only thing to really do is stickers, which I haven't decided. I got like 19 stickers on my Rose Raid one, so it looks amazing, but I think my Empoleon deserves better than just those stars. But I'm getting to a point where I'm going to get more stickers. But the big win of this all was I could finally get Fly. I've been having to use an app for teleport and actually walk around forever. It was so hard. Here's a double encounter of Rose Raid and Spiritomb. Oh, I don't know when my next member will be, but this Psychic predicted a magical encounters in the winds. I wonder if that means this shiny or a different one of my hunts. Alright guys, it's the end of the video. I have to spoil at least one hunt I'm doing. This hunt might not be the next badge quest member. This one might come in the future and a different one might come up instead, but I only reveal one hunt at the end of each video. And one of them that I've been doing since I've gotten my Rose Raid is the Honey Tree hunt. I'm targeting Heracross and Munchlax. I have access to 15 of the 21 honey trees right now, and have not found any Munchlax yet. Found only one Heracross in the beginning, but now, obviously, 24 hours passed and I didn't get it shiny. And then otherwise, I guess Apom is my other goal, because I get Apoms a decent amount, so there's a good chance it could be an Apom. But, I would also love female combi, but not at the risk at male combi. And then Wurmple, Cascoon, Burmy, I'm not really interested in. And then I'm so about Cherubi. It's a nice shiny, but I don't know if I want it for this. But yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Like the video if you did. Subscribe for more content. And soon, more content will come. Peace out, guys. Wow, an Empoleon, a Roserade, and a Spiritomb in the beginning of this badge quest. Love it.